escaping your reality, right? What does that mean? It means you try to get it through with drinks, drugs, and also activities to either escape your current lifestyle or the issues you have in life, which could mean is just you trying to escape like issues at home or maybe with your girlfriend, whatever that may be. You use drugs and alcohol to kind of escape it. So for example, you finish work, you go to your happy hour bar, you drink some more with your friends at a pub, and then from there you drink some more before you go to sleep, and you kind of forget what happened that day and reset. So if you do the math, right? Let's say you do, I don't know, you do weed, you do alcohol, you might do a little other stuff too as well. But let's say money wise, right? Let's talk money. You buy weed every month, you buy drinks every month, right? One drink, especially in Miami, is like $20, maybe $10 in your area, wherever you're at. But you add that up over a period of time. Let's say, just being fair, you get weed and alcohol, right? Let's say for a month, doing the math here, let's say you buy like what? A quarter? Is that how that works? A quarter? Is that how it works on weed?
I don't know.
I know. Let's say you got a quarter, right? That's probably what? 120, 200? And then you add in alcohol weekly. So you're both probably gonna be around like 5 to 1K minimum. Now, mind you, if you're on your way up, getting your stuff in order, you're working a regular job, let's say you're making like 2-3K. That's already like a third of your income gone on just luxuries that take away from your success and your mental clarity. So over time, you're spending money on drugs and liquor because it's gonna add up, bro. And then to add to that, your productivity is gonna go down because you're not gonna be thinking clear. You're gonna be either high or messed up or even hangover. And then at that point, you can't even think clearly to make moves for yourself. So I think this is gonna need a lot of things where you can think for the clarity. And if it's gonna be drugs or alcohol, don't do it, guys. Big mistake. So
yeah, man. I've harped on this before. I'll harp on it again. Like, if you're smoking weed, drinking alcohol, doing hard drugs, even recreational drugs at the club every, couple of weeks, it really isn't worth it, man. Like, it's a complete L. Absolutely, it's a complete L. Now, I know what some people do is like, oh, well, I drink. It's nothing too crazy. I drink every now and then. Look, man, if you really want to become the best version of yourself, you need to abstain from alcohol for like long periods of time. I'm talking at least 6 months at a time, right? Because the thing with like getting your stuff together is it's kind of like momentum based. And when I mean momentum based, I mean as in you need to be doing the right things over and over again for a good amount of time for things to actually change. It's not just, oh yeah, I'm going to do one day when I'm super productive. No, you got to be super productive for multiple days in a row, multiple weeks in a row, multiple months in a row. And then that will actually lead to like some, verifiable change. But if you're just like, oh yeah, I'm going to work really hard Monday through Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday comes around and I drink and I get super fucking wasted, then I start back up on Monday. Well, you just wasted an entire week of being productive, right? One day of drinking can easily undo a week or two of like training really hard in the gym or going hard with your diet or whatever else it is. So you need to actually like make that change and stick to it for a significant amount of time. You got to be super consistent for a long period of time to actually see any real change. So booze, drugs, etc., it's not worth it. Another thing too, guys, right? I'm just going to say it. You guys are men. You guys are not, pretty girls where you can go ahead and coast on your looks and just kind of get invited to a party here or get certain opportunities given to you there because of the way that you look or that you have a set of boobs. It's not going to happen for you. You have to fight for every single scrap that you get as a guy. The worst thing you can do is put yourself in a situation where you have a disadvantage for no fucking reason. You're handicapping yourself for no reason in life, right? If I told a girl, right, hey, look, we're inviting you to this party, Drake and Future and a bunch of other A-list celebrities, Leonardo DiCaprio, etc., they're all going to be there, right? You think that girl's going to show up in sweatpants and not showered and her hair all fucked up? No. What's she gonna do? She's gonna show up in her best dress, with makeup, hair done, etc. She's gonna look the best that she can. Why? Because she knows that I'm gonna be in a environment, in a sexual marketplace where there's higher status men, there's a lot of attractive girls, and I need to be able to compete. Guys, by you sitting there and saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke weed and do drugs, that's the equivalent to a girl showing up to a party like that with sweatpants, fucked up hair, stinking, didn't want to shower, none of that stuff. Like, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage for no fucking reason. And here's the difference. You have way higher stakes than meeting Leonardo DiCaprio. You have way higher stakes because you need to become successful as a man. As a man, it's non-negotiable, right? Girls can kind of get by, look, I want to find a guy that will take care of me, whatever. Fine, they can do that. They get that privilege. You fucking don't. So it's literally do or die. And this is just about finding a girl. This is about finding a job. This is about getting a career. This is about making an income. This is about being able to have enough money so you can take care of a family in the future. Like, if you fuck up your life with drugs and alcohol, it's going to have long-term long-term negative ramifications on the rest of your life. You can't get bailed out by somebody later as a dude. It's just not going to happen, right? So why the hell are you going to handicap yourself when you don't need to? Absolutely ridiculous.
Well said. Speaking of girls, though, so I mentioned before is drinks and weed, right? But that's only for you. If you add in girls now, for example, you go on a date with a chick, you're buying alcohol for you and for her. That does add up. So someone mentioned in the chat, okay, Fresh, you don't know the price of quarters. Okay, whoop-de-doo, I don't buy like that. So granted, though, I looked it up. It says a quarter of weed is $50 to $100. So it is still pretty close to 120 anyway. So you do that plus buying for a girl as well, or buying even like for your friends at the bar, it does add up significantly to your income. So imagine, right? You're making $3K to $2K, $2 to $3K a month. That right there is $1K gone completely, and you don't get it back.
Stop the show. This dumbass right here, Mushroom11G goes, Elon Musk and Joe Rogan smoke weed, Obama, McGregor, etc. Plenty of successful people smoke weed.
Bro.
See, this is what idiots like you say to cope for the fact that you're a fucking moron, right? When you're building something up, the last thing you could afford to have is distractions or things that are going to inhibit you from getting to where you need to go. Okay? You're talking about people that have already fucking made it. Once you make it, you want to have some fucking weed and smoking on a show like to look cool or whatever. That's one thing. But I guarantee you, when you're building up, etc., you will get to your goal way faster if you don't have distractions. And this is typically what a lot of losers tell me all the time. Oh, well, XYZ smokes weed, or this person does this. Bro, you're not them. Clearly, you're not fucking them.
You're not a rapper.
Okay? You're not them. So shut the fuck up when you say this stupid shit. It's amazing to me how people will sit there and cope and find some type of excuse or reason to continue doing their bad behavior. Well, that person's fat and they become successful. Well, this person smoked cigarettes and they became successful. This person did that. That's not you, bitch. It's not you. All right? This Mushroom11G idiot on Rumble. Like, oh, bro, a million successful people smoke weed. That's not you, though. You're in a fucking Rumble chat named Mushroom, nigga, talking shit. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, man.
You want to go ahead and name anomalies, etc., as if they were smoking weed the whole way on their trajectory of success. They started doing the drugs once they made it to the success.
Exactly.
People talk all the time, well, Mike Tyson smokes weed. Mike Tyson does drugs. Yeah, that was after he became successful.
His career's
stupid.
Over.
And guess what it did? It fucked his career up. He started doing cocaine, doing threesomes, getting involved with women, all this other shit. Fucked his career up. He didn't do it before though. He didn't do it on the way up at all. You can't afford to have distractions on the way up. But idiots always want to find an excuse or a reason to be a degenerative piece of fucking shit every single time. Well, you know, if I drink wine, it's actually good for the heart. No, it's not. Shut up. Dudes are always trying to find a way to be a lazy piece of shit and find a way to have an excuse to participate in their fucking vices.
You know what's the funniest one?
That gambling every now and then is actually good for the brain and cognitive function. Shut the fuck up, man. All you guys do is sit there and cry and complain about why you're not successful, and then I go ahead and figure out why you're not successful. It's because you do stupid shit like that distracts you. You're not Mike Tyson. You're not Joe Rogan. You're not Elon Musk. You're some nigga named Mushroom in a fucking Rumble chat watching a FreshandFit podcast. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit. It's amazing to me. You guys will work harder to be a lazy piece of fucking shit than abstaining from the very activity that puts you in the negative predicament that you're fucking in, you stupid fuck. Incredible the fucking cope and the excuses people will make to stay a degenerate fucking scumbag. Go ahead.
Now, the funny one that people mention is Kanye West. He's doing helium. He's doing the gas, so it must be good. Yo, his brain is fried, bro. His brain is literally fried from doing that shit. And he did it after his career is over. So it's like, bro, like, come on, man. Anyhow, that excuse to say other people do it doesn't work for you. You're not there where you want to be at. So obviously speaking, does it make sense? No. A Mushroom, you type it this much in the chat, bro, you must be broke. Anyhow, the point is,
I'm successful in the chat.
I'm sure you are, bro.
And look, bro, it doesn't matter if you are and you smoke weed. The majority of guys aren't going to fucking get there from smoking weed, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just because it works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for other people. For example, I no longer track my calories, right? Because I know what the hell I'm eating. But I still suggest to people that are getting into it, you need to track your fucking calories, right? Because I understand that I'm in a position where I've done it for a while. I understand how many calories in food, how many grams of protein, etc. I know what I'm doing. So, but again, I will never tell people to, oh yeah, just eyeball it. No, because I know for the general masses, you need to give it to them nice and simple. Fucking track your calories. Incredible, bro.
Shout out to MLD, man. Yo, I just find it funny that
the ability to lock in is a rare skill that few people have. Lock it in, boys. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And you think you're going to be able to lock it in when you're smoking weed because Elon Musk does it? Also, bro, Elon Musk is fat and out of shape. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to look like Elon Musk, bro.
And he has some ticks too. Some weird
You know
ticks.
what I mean? Like, oh, Elon Musk succeed? Shut up. You want to fucking hop around and you woo when Donald Trump is talking and then you can see your fucking belly hanging out? Nobody wants to look like that.
Maybe he does.
And fucking incredible, bro.
We'll give him that. Maybe he does. Okay, number 2, because this guy thinks he's...
Dudes will fight tooth and nail to stay fucking degenerative losers, bro.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers will sit there and fight me so that you can eat cake and drink wine and drink booze instead of going to the gym.
If you're wrong, you're wrong.